The biblical destiny of Israel is an extraordinary story of restoration, redemption, and hope, deeply rooted in the timeless prophecy of the Valley of Dry Bones found in Ezekiel 37. Picture the scene: a desolate valley filled with dry, lifeless bones, scattered and abandoned, representing not only physical death but the hopelessness and despair of a nation that seemed beyond saving. Yet, into this silence, God speaks through the prophet Ezekiel, asking a question that echoes through the ages: Son of man, can these bones live? It's a question that challenges us to consider the boundless power of God to revive, restore, and breathe new life into what seems irredeemable. As Ezekiel prophesied under God's command, the bones began to move, coming together, bone to bone, sinews forming, flesh covering them, and finally, the breath of life entering them, a miraculous vision of renewal and resurrection. This prophecy was not just about the physical restoration of Israel but symbolized God's unshakable covenant with his chosen people, a covenant that speaks to the faithfulness of God even when his people falter. It is a prophecy that reverberates in our modern world, as Israel's very existence today serves as a living testimony to the fulfillment of God's promises. Despite centuries of exile, persecution, and trials, the Jewish people have returned to their ancestral land, fulfilling Isaiah's declaration: Can a nation be born in a day? This incredible journey invites us to reflect on the faithfulness of God and the enduring hope he offers to all who trust in him. Yet, this prophecy also carries a profound spiritual meaning for each of us. The dry bones represent the moments in our own lives when we feel disconnected, hopeless, and beyond repair. It reminds us that no matter how lost we feel, God's Spirit is always ready to breathe life into our dry places, to restore what is broken, and to make us whole again. Have you ever wondered if the promises of God could truly be for you? This prophecy is proof that no situation is too far gone for God's transforming power. Whether you are wrestling with loss, struggling with doubt, or longing for purpose, know that the same God who brought life to a valley of dry bones is ready to breathe new life into your spirit today. This message is not just about ancient history or distant prophecies, it's about the living God who continues to fulfill his promises in our lives today. Take heart in the words of Isaiah 41 verse 10, "Do not fear, for I am with you. Do not be dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you and help you. I will uphold you with my righteous right hand." This is the God who never abandons his people, who turns mourning into dancing, and who transforms ashes into beauty. The Valley of Dry Bones stands as a reminder that God is always at work, even when we cannot see it, weaving his plan of redemption for Israel and for each one of us. If you feel the stirring of hope in your heart today, don't let it fade. Claim the promises of God over your life and trust that his plans are for your good. Don't keep this to yourself. Share this message with someone who needs to hear my voice today. Like this video, subscribe for more messages from me, and let's spread this love to the world. The destiny of Israel, as foretold in the Bible, is a story of hope rising from hopelessness, restoration from ruin, and life triumphing over death. In the book of Ezekiel, chapter 37, we encounter one of the most powerful and mysterious prophecies, the vision of the Valley of Dry Bones. Picture it, a vast, barren valley filled with dry, brittle bones scattered across the ground. It's a haunting image of despair, a symbol of utter desolation, not only for the nation of Israel in exile but for all of us who have ever felt the weight of hopelessness. Then God speaks, and his words are directed to the prophet Ezekiel: "Son of man, can these bones live?" This question is both profound and personal, reaching deep into the heart of what it means to believe in a God who specializes in the impossible. Ezekiel's response is humble yet full of faith: "Sovereign Lord, you alone know." God commands Ezekiel to prophesy to the bones, declaring that he will breathe life into them and restore them to wholeness. As Ezekiel speaks, the bones begin to rattle and move, coming together with sinews, flesh, and skin forming upon them. Finally, God commands the breath of life to enter, and the once lifeless bones rise up as a vast army, alive and restored. This vision wasn't just a metaphor, it was a divine declaration of what God would do for his chosen people, Israel, bringing them back from exile, reviving their identity, and fulfilling his promises. And today, we see the prophecy unfolding before our eyes. After centuries of dispersion, the Jewish people return to their homeland, fulfilling Isaiah 66 verse 8, "Who has ever heard of such things? Can a country be born in a day or a nation be brought forth in a moment?" But this prophecy extends beyond Israel's physical restoration, it speaks to a spiritual reality for all of us. How often do we feel like those dry bones, scattered and lifeless, weighed down by fear, failures, or uncertainty? How many times have we asked ourselves if renewal is even possible? The message of the Valley of Dry Bones is a resounding yes. No situation is too hopeless, no soul too far gone for God's redeeming power. The same Spirit that breathed life into those dry bones can breathe life into your situation, your dreams, and your faith. In Ezekiel 37 verse 14, God says, "I will put my Spirit in you, and you will live, and I will settle you in your own land. Then you will know that I, the Lord, have spoken, and I have done it." These words are a promise not only for Israel but for every believer who dares to trust in God's unfailing love. They are a call to rise from the ashes, to believe in His power to restore what is broken, and to walk boldly in His promises. So, what does this mean for you? It means that no matter how dry or desolate your life may feel, God is ready to move. Are you struggling with loss? Are you feeling forgotten, like the world has passed you by? Remember that God specializes in bringing life where there is none. His promises are not bound by time or circumstance. Psalm 126 verse 5 assures us, "Those who sow in tears will reap with songs of joy." He sees your pain, and He is working even now to turn your mourning into dancing. The prophecy of the Valley of Dry Bones also reminds us that we have a part to play. Ezekiel had to speak God's words for the miracle to happen. Are you willing to declare God's promises over your life, even when it feels like nothing is changing? Are you ready to step forward in faith, trusting that He is able to do immeasurably more than we ask or imagine? The story of Israel is a testament to God's unshakable faithfulness. It is a reminder that He keeps His word, even when circumstances seem impossible. But it's also a personal invitation for you to trust Him with your story, your broken pieces, and your future. The God who raised an army from dry bones is the same God who stands ready to breathe life into you. Don't let this moment pass. If you feel God speaking to your heart, respond. Claim the blessings He has promised, and take a step of faith today. And don't keep this message to yourself. Share it with someone who needs to hear these words of hope and restoration. Like this video, subscribe for more messages from me, and together, let's spread God's love and truth to the world.